Hi guys, it's Katie. Hopefully you can hear me. I broke my lapel mic and it's kind of breezy out, so hopefully it doesn't pick it up too much. Anyway, I thought I'd give a look at the garden today. It's the last few days of March. Anyway, what you're looking at right now is the grapevines. You can see it's starting to put out some new growth, so that's nice. Did a few changes to the garden. I wanted to have all of my garden beds going the same direction. My little one's out here with me, so I'm gonna have to dodge her a little bit. Anyway, this one was going the other way, and this kale is from last year. So all I did, well actually my husband did it for me, is dug sort of a trench, and then I made these new boxes. I have a video on how I made the boxes. I wanted to make extra boxes. I have 4 beds last year. I wanted to have the 2 beds I made this year be extra and have 6 beds, but all of my beds fell apart, especially with the blizzard that we had. We had like 30 something inches of snow all at once, and all of my beds are at least 7 years old, so some of them, it's really breezy, hopefully you can hear me, the beds just collapsed on all 4 sides, most of them. So this is a new bed, and all I did is I set it down so the back half is exactly the dirt in the exact location that it was, and then we kind of shoveled this over here. So this was just set on top of the grass, and I just laid down cardboard boxes, flattened cardboard boxes, and then dug the dirt over here. And if you can see, this one I've repaired, but it's still going in the other orientation, and then those 2 are already in this orientation. And that far one completely disintegrated, so that's the other new box. So I think I have room to put 3 more in here, so I could probably get 5 or 6 garden beds all together, and then I still have room over here I could put another one. Anyway, we've put a few things in here just yesterday. I wanted to make a 4x4 box to be my little one's. She could do whatever she wants in it. But I never ended up making that. Part of the reason why I only did 2 beds is it's really hard to find 3 pieces of wood that aren't split or warped or something like that. You have to kind of dig through it at the hardware store. So by the time I got 6 pieces of wood to do the 2 beds, I was exhausted. And then making them, you know, they cost about 30 bucks each. So I think it's kind of nicer to have a few new beds every year or every couple of years. That way I'm not needing to replace 6 beds and put out, you know, $250 at a time. Anyway, I'll show you what's in here. Let's see if I can not be a shadow. It's early in the morning. The school is, the kids are walking to school. That's the whistle that you hear, the crossing guard. Anyway, I got some plants. I got some transplants. These are collard greens, so I have 4 in the corners here. Picked out some pansies. I thought I wanted to make a little bit of, you know, more fun, more color. Hold on. So I'll probably be putting marigolds and all sorts of stuff in here for her. So far this kind of end is hers, although I put the collard greens in there. And then here in the middle are just some really small cauliflower plants. My brother had some extra and he gave them to me. I kind of didn't put them in the ground right away, so they're a little bit stressed. Hopefully they do well. He also gave me a few kale plants. So these large kale plants overwintered from last year. They look awesome. They don't have any damage yet. So I'm probably going to come out here and cut a lot of this back and use it, you know, before those green worms come out. And then these little kale plants he gave me, my brother. And then back there are 2 broccoli plants. So that's this first bed. This bed is an older one. You can tell the wood's not as new. And what I've done here is these are lettuce transplants. These are Simpson, black-seeded Simpson or Simpson Elite, and then also red sails. And then I also threw lettuce seeds in here. I still have, this is the snow peas from last year. I'm thinking I'll just pull that out and then use this trellis and put sugar snap peas here. And then when I repaired this, I put new corners in because they were completely disintegrated. But if you can see, the wood in here is just completely disintegrated, so there's not really anything holding the screws in place at this point. So I'm just hoping that this bed makes it through the year, and then I will replace this bed and put another one here, here, here. And then I'll have, like I said, 5 or 6 all going this way. So that's all that's in there. This is just weeds. All the cabbage plants I had are dead. And then this bed, all I did was I kind of dug out the edges and then set this right on top of it. This bed, these are from last year, so I couldn't really move this. It would have been nice if I could have moved it over a little bit, then I could have fit more beds in between. But there's not much I can do. There's onions and garlic here, so garlic on this end and onions on that end. My apple tree is starting to put out leaves. No signs of flowers yet, and it didn't flower last year, so we'll see. There's one of the fig trees. Nothing showing green yet. I put some new things in. This whole back area, it just becomes a lot of standing water. So what we're gonna do is mulch this whole area. So starting from the front of the shed and coming all the way back, we're gonna mulch this whole area. My husband has his hops back here, and I have a few new things. I put in this blueberry bush, and then I got 2 raspberries. This one hasn't shown any green, it's just a stick right now. But this one's putting up some green. So that's nice. But yeah, there's a lot of standing water, so I'm not sure if when I put the mulch down, if it's just gonna get washed away. But we're gonna, try to make the most of what we got going on here. And here is the hops. I'm pretty sure these are Cascade hops. He had 2 that he planted. The one never came up. But these did really awesome last year, and he actually used them to make beer. So he got this lumber. He's gonna build something. I don't know. He's kind of crazy. Over here, he dug up this, back in this mess, he dug up this rhubarb plant like 3 years ago and threw it in here, just like, because he was too lazy to throw it in the compost, and it's been thriving there. It was not doing well where he put it, and then it's thriving sort of in that junk. These are Concord grapes. Looks like they're really starting to come alive here. And then he has grapes all throughout the yard here. In each of these things, but they never really did well. Too much grass and all that. Strawberries are coming alive. This was a lot of grass here. He's pulled a lot out. There's still some grass, and there's morning glories growing in here. You can see some morning glory there. But the strawberries are coming alive, starting to flower. There's a few more flowers there and there. So hopefully we get lots of strawberries again this year. There's another fig. Nothing happening yet. This is my husband's garden. He says he's gonna put raised beds on top of this. The in-ground bed is just too hard to maintain, especially for him. He doesn't have a lot of time, he works during the day. So there's he has 1 asparagus here though. These asparagus we started, there's a second one there. These asparagus he started by seed, which not usually how you do it. And he put some crowns of asparagus back here, but no evidence of them. But how could you tell with all these weeds? Anyway, that's what the garden looks like. End of March 2016. We've had some really pretty weather, so hopefully we have a good garden season this year. Alright, thanks for watching. Look forward to hearing about your garden. Leave some comments down below, or if you do garden videos, you can link them in the comments and I'll be sure to check them out. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.